Hey, you guys, we are thrilled that you're here. Welcome to today's training, which is Boost Your Blog's Visibility with Google Analytics and these 4 tasks. Whether you're familiar with GA4 or you're just getting started, this session is packed with quick, insightful actions that are going to transform how you approach your blog's visibility.
And also a quick reminder, you do not want to miss any of our trainings. We go live every Tuesday and we have a new drop every Thursday. So you don't want to forget, right? You don't want to miss out on it. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel, wherever it's at, so that you're always in the know with this ever-changing industry.
Yep. So what are you going to learn today? You're going to learn how to review and interpret traffic sources to understand where your readers are coming from. That's really important. Number 2, you're going to learn ways to uncover which social references are actually driving traffic to your blog. Kelly and I say a lot, don't think, no. Number 3, I almost said number 3. Number 3, you're going to learn how to identify top performing content and leverage those insights so that it can amplify your results.
So what are you going to walk away with? You're going to walk away with 4 actionable Google Analytics 4 tasks that take just 10 minutes each. You're going to walk away with a clear understanding of how GA4 can guide your blog strategy. And you're going to walk away with some practical tools to track and boost the visibility of your blog effectively.
All right. So what is your aha moment? We always like to share this. This training is for you if you've been looking for better ways to actually connect with your readers and to ensure that your content reaches the audience that you want it to reach to, or you want to use your data that you already have to take your blog to new heights. That's working deliberately and intentionally, right? So stick with us for just a few more steps and your blog's visibility is going to go crazy and you're going to thank us. So let's get into it. You ready?
So first of all, I want you guys to grab your printable. You pause this video and text the word boost to 251-644-6701. This printable is not instead of. This is in addition to. You have to have the training in order to use the printable. So then come back to this video and continue watching it so that you can learn how to use it and how to use it to grow your blog. So step number one, review your traffic sources. Why does it matter? Because understanding how people find your blog is key to using that information to boost your visibility. By analyzing traffic sources in GA4, you can allocate more time to the channels that are working and then improve the ones that aren't. So how do they do it, Crystal?
How do you do it? Number 1, you're going to do this in 4 steps. Number 1, you're going to open your Google Analytics 4 and go to reports, acquisition, and then traffic acquisition. Okay. Then you're going to look at the channels that are driving traffic to your site. So those are things like organic search, social, referral. Those are the things that you're looking for. Then the next step is you're going to identify the highest performing channel based on sessions or clicks. Okay. And then the last step is we want you to focus on the sources that are performing poorly and brainstorm tactics so that you can improve those. It's one thing to say, these referral sources are performing very well for me, but what about the things that aren't? How can we improve that? So, for example, post more frequently on social media because your social media is lacking, or build backlinks for other referral traffic. Or, man, I really don't get much from email. How do I ramp up my email? These are the things that you're looking for. Okay. What are you showing on here?
I was trying to show them, but I can't make it stay out. It's not playing good today.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So you're going to go to reports. If I can get this thing to show up over here. There we go.
Acquisition, and then traffic acquisition.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You're going to look at these channels down here that are driving traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. If you want to see a little bit more, change this drop down right here from this primary session to source medium. And then you're going to see Pinterest, Bing, DuckDuckGo, 3 Boys and a Dog, Crystal & Co. Right? Okay. Whoever is sending you referral traffic. Pro tip, if you see that organic search is working well, but social is kind of lagging off, prioritize the SEO focused posts while also sprinkling in techniques to engage audiences on your social platform. So in the instance of this site right here, Google is way outperforming. 49% of the traffic is coming from Google. And actually, let's go back to the default channel group, right? Isn't this where we were? Yeah. Okay. So search and overall, that includes Yahoo and DuckDuckGo and Bing and all of those, not just Google. Search overall is 54.15% of this site's traffic. So we definitely want to prioritize creating more SEO focused content, looking at the stuff that's not doing well SEO and boosting that up. Really, our heavy focus needs to be on SEO for the site because it's already doing well, right? But we can't forgo the other things. So we want to sprinkle in techniques to engage audiences on, for us, social. And when we go back and pull that in, we see that number 2 was Pinterest. So we definitely want to put our efforts in Pinterest, right? Which is number 2. Why does it matter? Because social referrers can reveal platforms that are driving what platforms are driving visitors to your blog. So by knowing where the traffic is coming from, more than just organic, social, whatever, you can refine your strategy to better focus your resources on productive platforms.
All right, so here's how you're going to do this. Number 1, you're going to navigate to reports, then to acquisition.
This is not right.
Oh, it's not?
Mm-mm.
It didn't pull the right thing?
So what you're going to do, stay exactly where we told you, just like Crystal just said, reports, acquisition, traffic acquisition. But you're going to change this second thing right here. This default right here, it's on like primary channel group. What we want to change it to is session source medium. Right? That's what's going to allow us to see all of the things.
Right. That's going to give you a breakdown of specific refers like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. That's where that's going to show up at. Okay. Yep. So you're going to look for the refers that are sending the most traffic, but also we want to see the refers that are sending the least amount of traffic because both of those things are important. What's sending the most? We need to keep doing what we're doing there. It's working, right? Keep doing what's working. What's sending the least? Where do we need to up our game? Why are we not getting more traffic from Pinterest? Why are we not getting more traffic from email? And what do we need to do? And how do we need to realign our efforts to make that happen? So for each platform, we want you to analyze the metrics such as the sessions, the engagement rate, and the time that they're actually spending on your blog while they are coming from that place to see which social audiences interact the most with your content. So you might see Pinterest traffic. Oh, wow. When they come, my engagement rate is trash because they hop on and they hop off. It's like the hop on, hop off tour, right? We have one of those here in San Antonio. No. You don't want that. So what changes do you need to make? It's great that you're getting all this referral traffic from Pinterest, but how do we keep them on our site? Those are things that you need to be thinking about and looking at and coming up with a plan for. All right, give them their pro tip.
So the pro tip is if you notice that there's a significant percentage of your traffic from a single platform like Facebook or Pinterest or Twitter, you need to prioritize creating more of that, more content that's tailored to that platform, more images, more whatever it is to boost those posts a little bit more and really expand that reach. Number 3, monitor your top performing content. Why does it matter? Because knowing what's already working, right? Do more of what's working. Knowing what is already working helps you double down on high value content while identifying opportunities to improve those weaker posts. You know this is working, so now you can go into those weaker posts and go, oh, well, this is why it's not working, because it doesn't include XYZ. So how do we do that, Crystal?
How do we do it? Number 1, you're going to go into reports, and then you're going to go to engagement. And then after we're in engagement, we're going to look at pages and sessions.
Screens.
Okay? Oh, I'm sorry. Pages and screens. Then we want to sort by page view to review the most visited content on your blog from that area. And then we want to check for platforms in those posts, like topics that resonate. Do what? Patterns. Oh, check for patterns. What did I say?
Platforms.
Weird. I don't even know where I got that from.
I don't know where you got whatever you said earlier that was screens either.
Check for patterns in those posts. So topics that resonate. You want to also look at format. Are some of these listicles? Are they guides? Are they standalone? Like, what are they? Standalone blog posts? What are they? Okay. And then we want to look at length and multimedia usage. How can we take that information and use it to do more of what's working or to step up our game for the areas that are not working? Because we don't want to forget about the things that are lacking. Like, that needs our attention too. Otherwise, you're going to be in a boat like everybody's in with Google, where they put so much of their time and energy into Google, and now that's where all their traffic comes from, right? We don't want of our traffic to come from one place. So once you identify all of this, you need to consider creating similar types of content or update the high performing posts to keep them relevant without changing anything that's going to impact and make a negative result, right? But we also need to, I don't want you to forget about the stuff that's underperforming. Okay. What's their pro tip?
Pro tip. If your 10-minute chicken recipes post is a huge hit, it does very well, then you want to replicate that formula for other blog topics on your site, right? Like 10-minute beef recipes, 10-minute desserts, 10-minute meal planning, 10-minute freezer meals, 10-minute holiday dinners, like, right? We want more of that. And then number 4, create an actionable visibility plan. So why does it matter? A clear, repeatable plan ensures consistent effort in driving traffic and improving your content's visibility. How do they do it, Crystal?
All right, so here's what we want you to do. Based on everything, the information that you've collected so far from steps 1 through 3 that we've already talked about, we want you to write down 3 to 5 tasks to address the gaps or to amplify the success. So, for example, increase posting, promoting referral sources or referral traffic by reaching out to partners. So how can you, for example, if I see that Kelly's really, 3 Boys and a Dog is really sending me a lot of traffic, I can reach out to her and say, hey, you send me a lot of traffic. Why don't we work together to deliberately and intentionally link to each other? Or which we've done that for years. But okay, are there other people that are sending me traffic that I could reach out to do the same, right? Create content that targets a high value audience segment. Like you notice that this type of content does really well on mobile for mobile users, right?
And they stay around, and they,
and your ad is maybe higher.
Your goals or whatever.
How can you create more of that? How can you continue to target that to continue to get that same result? And then also optimize your meta descriptions on top performing posts to increase the click-through rate even more. Be careful. You don't want to remove anything that's going to cause you to start declining or decreasing traffic, but how can you optimize it even more? And set specific dates for action and performance reviews. Don't just set this and walk away from it and forget it and never come back and check it again. Don't be like, oh, well, I updated some of that stuff last year. Okay, well, that might as well have been 20 years ago in the blogging world, okay? This needs to be something that you are reminding yourself, setting dates in your calendar to consistently come in and check these things and see that they're continuing to grow or see that they need attention in other ways, okay? What's their pro tip?
Keep your tasks small and attainable so that you can focus on doing more of them. If you've been blogging for a long time, you probably have thousands of posts. The only way you're going to make a significant difference is to keep your tasks small and attainable, right? Because just updating one post is not going to make a difference if you have 5,000.
Right. That's true.
How do you update 10% of them, 20% of them in a very short period of time by keeping your tasks small? So that's it, guys. Your roadmap to boosting your blog's visibility using Google Analytics 4. By breaking down your efforts into 10-minute tasks, you're going to make meaningful improvements without being overwhelmed. So, Crystal, how do they get their printable in case they didn't get it earlier?
You're going to text the word boost to 2251-644-6701. But here's the deal. If you text us and you don't get your printable, okay, you're only texting the word boost, nothing else. If you don't get your printable, that means that you probably D&D'd us. Maybe by accident, maybe you've changed your mind and now you want to get our stuff again. So what you need to do is you need to text the word start and only start. Even though we see your messages, the stuff, some of it is set up on automation, right? So don't text us and be like, hey, Kelly and Crystal, I'm not getting your stuff anymore. That's not going to tell the system to do anything, and you're going to have to wait for us to see that, right? So just text the word start and only start, and that's going to prompt the system to put you back in our rotations, right? Wait 5 seconds, 10 seconds, then text the word boost and boost alone, no other words, and then you're going to get the printable, okay?
Now, I want you to take one step today. Start with reviewing your traffic sources, or maybe find out what social referrers are the most useful for you based on your data in G4. Once you complete this first task, then you're going to start doing the things, right? Pick the thing and do the thing, whether that's Pinterest or meta descriptions or any of the 4 things, and your momentum is just going to build from there.
Right. And we want you to remember this is not about doing everything all at once. This is not about this week I overhauled 20 blog posts. Oh, yikes. That's not what we're wanting you to do. Small, focused actions are going to have big impact over time. Okay. You've got this. Stay working on focusing on the small things, the 10-minute tasks, and you're going to see great results. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.